I yield the well.
Gentleman yielded the well. Representative Stacey Evans is recognized to speak to the bill. In favor of the bill, the lady is recognized for up to 15 minutes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I rise in strong support of House Bill 1413, and I come to the well because I could not come to the well to talk about the greatness that is House Bill 1413, but also because I wanted to prove to y'all that I also enjoy speaking in favor of bills and not just against them. This bill matters so much. As a first-generation college student who we don't write checks anymore, but I bounced so many checks to get through college. It was month to month, week to week, whether I was going to be able to stay. And that stress is real, and our students feel it today. And we are able to make a change with this bill. We've heard about the nuts and bolts, and we've talked for a long time, for many years, some of us in this chamber, about needs-based aid. And I just want to talk about why it matters so much. It matters to our students, it matters to our families, but it matters to our workforce. And just real quick, if I can get a little wonky with a couple of numbers, 60% of the jobs in our state right now need some form of higher ed credential, whether that's a certificate, an associate's degree, a bachelor's degree. But less than 50% of our young people have those credentials. So we're not producing what we need for the jobs that we have and that we want to attract. And so let's look at who's in higher ed right now. If you are in the top quartile of household incomes, 90% of those kids will enter onto a college campus of some kind. 90%. So if you are in the top quartile of household income, it is very likely that you are going to college. 75% of those kids graduate. So it's very hard to squeeze more students to go get higher ed credentials from the top 25%. Let's look at the bottom 25% of household incomes. 50%, only 50% of kids that grow up in a household income in the bottom quartile will ever set foot on a college campus. Less than 50% will ever go. 9% will graduate. 50% will go, 9% will graduate. Because it is freaking hard to stay in college and stay focused and do what you need to matriculate if you're running out of money. And we have done wonderful things in this state through HOPE, and there's other programs that get your tuition paid for, but that's not the only thing that folks have to pay for. They have to feed themselves, they have to house themselves, you have emergencies that come up. This bill will make a difference, and because we will be able to keep more of those students in school, hopefully we'll be able to get more to go in the first place, and we will reach that 60% of folks with credentials that we need. That's where we're going to grow our workforce. And so I'm very excited to stand here and say, please join me in voting yes to House Bill 1413. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I yield the way.